According to Reuters, Amazon said last week that its cloud computing division, Amazon Web Services, plans to invest about $11 billion to expand its infrastructure in Georgia to support cloud computing and AI technologies. Quote, the investments in Butts and Douglas counties are expected to create hundreds of jobs and enhance Georgia's position as a hub for cutting edge digital innovation, end quote. And
Yes.
I'm still getting over Butts County. How should the rest of
How
retail?
how has that gone unknown? I've never, did you know about Butts County? I didn't
I
know.
didn't
I
know.
mean,
I didn't know there was a Butts County. No.
this is the overtired, like 3-year-old sense of
Yep.
humor right now
Yep.
coming out in me where
Yep.
Butts County, who
Yep.
knew? Okay.
Yep. I know, right?
Continue. You were
So
asking me
anyway,
a very professional,
I
important
was. I
question.
was
Let's
trying to
go,
keep. I
let's
was
get
trying to
back.
keep this podcast classy. And how should the rest of retail be reacting to Amazon's $11 billion AI investment in the Peach State?
I think everybody should be paying very close attention to this. We heard NVIDIA, their CEO was speaking at CES earlier, whatever week we're in right now. And then
Right.
we had Azita Martin on stage with John Furner here at NRF, just talking about even more, like we know NVIDIA is huge. We know that they're the key to all of the continuous AI development that's going to be happening. But Chris, what they were showing on stage at NRF, it's just like it's even beyond, I think, what we can even comprehend. So I think the fact that Amazon's investing $11 billion in continuing to bolster their AI capabilities, especially, everybody's got to get their piece. And right now is the time that you got to be doing it because, it's going to be impossible to catch up to people like NVIDIA. But if you're not doing anything to think about this, like you got to figure out how you're going to set yourself up for the structure or the foundation to have successful uh, pieces in place to really succeed with AI because there's just no way that you cannot use this. There's no way that if you are a technology company, you cannot be making these types of investments right now, especially the agentic AI stuff, Chris. Like for those in our audience,
Yeah.
like this
Explain
was
what agentic AI
this
is,
was
or
a
how you
relative.
interpret agentic AI.
Yeah, so like I was telling you, like when we, who we were, oh, Keith Mercier from from Microsoft was
Microsoft.
on our podcast leading up to NRF. He was talking about agentic AI, and I think that for a lot of people that was like the first kind of the first place that we were hearing about it. I
Yeah.
immediately assumed agentic AI, like an agent, a call center agent, a bot that you're interacting with on the website. Oh God, no. This was like
No.
Azita and John were on stage. They were showing like a complete transformation of a DC where agentic AI just basically means, in my understanding, it's just these are the jobs that AI is doing 1,000 times better than people, and they are just going to
Yeah.
catapult every single industry. And so that's where this $11 billion investment in Georgia, you're just like, yeah, this is the kind of money that we're going to have to be throwing at this. This is kind of infrastructure we're going to have to be building for this to be successful. It's beyond what I think we can even comprehend right now.
Yeah, or said another way, all those inventory planning and allocation jobs that are the starting grounds for
Right.
most retailers, those are going to become, AI agents in the long run. Is basically what
Yes.
is how I would read into that
Yes.
what you just said. So, I mean, and I don't have much to add here. I mean, I just thought of a way to put this in perspective for our audience. 11 billion, 11 in $11 billion investment is more than twice the market cap of Macy's, which we just talked about. Macy's market cap is $4 billion. So $11 billion is more than twice the value of Macy's right now. So
Yeah.
that's the scale of the resources that we're talking about here with which Amazon has to win and forge its trail in the next generation of AI-based commerce. That's crazy when you think about it. And so other retailers are not going to stand a chance. So I'm a little more like doomsday tinfoil hat here, and going back
Yeah.
to an expression
Understandably.
we used to use like 3 or 4 years ago, because it's going to be impossible to keep up with them. I'm not even sure Walmart can keep up with this, at the end of the day. So the only path I see here is that Amazon either gets bigger and bigger and puts more retailers out of business, right?
Yeah.
Or gobbles them up too, maybe acquires them, who knows? Or the government gets involved and breaks up AWS because
Yeah.
the combination of those two is just making Amazon so powerful in this landscape that there's no way it's going to be a fair playing field, with them being able to, have that in their back pocket to dominate the space.
Yeah, that's a great point. And not just Amazon. I mean, you look at all of these companies like Nvidia even. Like I think there's going to be legislation changes that have to happen because people like Nvidia, people like Amazon that have these deep pockets are investing so much money in being able to do like no one's going to be able to catch up with them. It's impossible.